Greetings YouTube, my name is KarQ. Overwatch released a pretty big website update with this mid-season patch, which dropped on May 12th, 2026. I don't know when you're watching this, but very recently, if you go to the official Overwatch website and go to the hero stats page, which is now here, by the way, it used to be under community, it's now under heroes, you can now see not only your win rates on each hero, but if you go to competitive, ban rates are now added to the official stats. Yes, officially from the Overwatch website. So now we can truly see who people ban and who people hate. So pop quiz, but before I even go in there, who do you think is the most banned? Just think to yourself for about 3 seconds and I'll flip back to the screen. Really, the answer is it depends. But let's take a look, shall we? If we average it out, it really will change based on rank. Averaged out in Americas on PC, it is apparently Zarya at 45.3%, then Sombra at 34, Vendetta at 34, Sierra at 30, Cat 30, Domina 28, Doomfist 15%. Roadhog 14, Diva 14, Onron, then Ana, and then it goes down and down and down and down. I'm going to quickly scroll down so you can glance on the screen and look for the hero that you want to see. And then you go to the bottom, who never gets banned in this game? Baptiste at 0.1% on America's PC. And that's crazy because let's go to console on America's. Sombra at 77%, Zarya at 38%, then Diva, then Sierra, then Mauga. All you console players, Symmetra gets a huge ban rate here. Domina, Orisa, Jetpack Cat, Mercy, Bastion, Roadhog, Tracer. The list goes on. And I wanted to note Baptiste because I glanced at this yesterday and I'm going to show you guys Baptiste on console in a different region. It's actually insane, 0.4%. I think if you go to Europe, I think this is where it changes a little bit. Sombra, Diva, Zarya, Mauga. This is, sorry, Europe controller on console. I'm pretty sure Baptiste goes up. One of these regions, Bap goes up simply because he is a hit scan support. Okay, never mind, 1.3%. Maybe I've been mistaken. Asia, we have Sombra, Jetpack Cat, Diva, Zarya, Sim. Maybe it's rank specific. I think I filtered by Grandmaster Champion yesterday when I looked at it, and I think I saw Baptiste ban rate at like 20% in that rank specifically. Yeah, no, I guess on average nobody does. And now the majority of Overwatch players, you know, sit in like the middle tier ranks, and when you average it all out, those will definitely show a lot more for the ban. Sorry, so I just glanced at controller at all the regions. Let me flip through the mouse and keyboard bans. I did Americas at first. Let's flip over to Asia really quick. Asia as well, they do ban Sombra a lot. Doomfist, Pharah, Zarya drops down a little bit, and then as we go down on PC, yeah, Pharah's ban rate actually went up significantly, 35% in Asia. They really think she's threatening. Same with Doomfist. Doom bans this high on PC is crazy to see. As we go down, 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 Baptiste at the bottom here in Asia, and then in Europe was the last part I missed on mouse and keyboard. On average, Zarya back at the top, then Cat, then Sierra, Sombra, Vendetta, Domina, Diva. So maybe this aligns with the majority of the audience here because this probably has the biggest weighting in silver, gold, plat, because that's where the majority of players are at. Now, I want to point this out because I actually think this is interesting stuff where player perception changes widely based on rank, and this big average isn't a great representation of meaningful data for you specifically because it lacks a lot of context. In my experience, I play in Grandmaster America server, Sombra is never banned ever, and the fact that she's at like 70% on average, when people complain about Sombra to me in the chat, it's hard for me to relate because I don't experience it the same frustration because I understand in the sense that nobody turns around and deals with her, and it's super annoying, but it's like really 26% on average in Europe, much higher on console, 34%, but then if we start filtering out for Grandmaster and Champion, Diva jumps to the top at 64%, then Hazard, Zarya, Lucio, Tracer gets banned. Kiriko's been getting banned in a lot of my games lately as well. Same with Ana recently as well. A lot of tank players will ban these two to play like Queen and hero specific stuff. So I wanted to scroll down to the interesting part. We saw Sombra really high up, 0.8%, because she has a terrible win rate at 44% in Grandmaster Champion. She's not really that threatening in her current state in high elo, so nobody really respects her in that capacity. So I think that's a pretty interesting context here. And then same with Sierra. People have this perception that I think when I did the recent mid-season patch on the main channel, people were like, they're surprised there's no Sierra nerfs. But Sierra is not problematic in the high end, but a little annoying in the middle rank. So I go to gold really quick and I filter by win rate. Sierra is definitely up here at 52% win rate, which is very good, don't get me wrong, with a 32% ban rate. And then as the higher you climb, the less threatening she is. You go back to Grandmaster Champion, it's Pharah, Illari, Hazard being at the top. Same with Symmetra, Tracer as well. Pretty low pick rates, but you know, with a high pick rate and high win rate, that's usually a tell that the hero is pretty damn good. So I just wanted to quickly glance down at Sierra because she overperforms in the middle metal ranks. And then she's all the way down bottom 3 along with Vendetta. 45% win rate with a very low ban rate in GM+. People don't really find like her grenades that like it's chunky when it hits, but most people can avoid it and you can just play other reliable heroes. So it's very interesting to see how much things change as you switch things around. And Vendetta right now, after being nerfed so many times, 42% win rate at the bottom here. But I think in silver, she's still banned a lot, right? She's still banned, 4th most banned in silver, for example. Show bronze, ban rates, Sombra, Jetpack Cat, Zarya, Sierra, Vendetta, Domina, your top 5, with Onron rising up and stuff like that. Win rates wise in bronze, looks like Doomfist, Sierra, Reinhardt, Zenyatta, Reaper, Venture. Interesting stuff here. Sierra ult is like guaranteed a kill or two in low ranks, correct, right? Something along those lines. So yeah, we're just scrolling down here. You guys can go on the site as well, but at a glance, if there's any other region or whatever that I missed, let me see. Okay, so this is the official Overwatch website. There's another website that, you know, converts this information easier at a glance. It's OWTICS.gg. So I think they just updated it with ban rates. You can kind of see it better here at a glance with Asia, America, Europe for the mid-season patch. Obviously, if we average it out for all tiers, it's the same story. It's the same data, but it just gives you at a glance information here where you can see the pick rate by tier. She climbs up like crazy in the high tiers, Kiriko. Moira, super popular in the low ranks and then gradually goes down. The win rate by tier, green in Grandmaster Plus, right? GM Plus 50%, GM Plus 50.6% pick rate. Moira, opposite story here. And now we have the ban colors down here as well. Kiriko gets banned a lot more. And then I just wanted to point out those outliers like Mizuki as well. He's not played very much in high elo. Emre goes up, ban rate goes up, Mizuki goes down. I'm surprised he actually gets banned. The graph, this is only 3.7% when I hover over, but it's interesting stuff here. There's Sombra right here. Pick rate down in GM Plus, win rate gradually goes down. The bans for Sombra completely disappear as you go up. Wrecking Ball's pattern, Vendetta's pattern. Sierra was at the top. Oh, I apologize. I must have missed it. Oh yeah, it's the third one here. The pick rate by tier, down, 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 down. Win rate by tier, goes down, goes down. So yeah, interesting stuff here. If there's any other context I would like to look at here, there's Europe as well. I'm sure it's a similar story. Win rates, Pharah, Hazard, Zenyatta, Illari, Genji. Pretty good. Wins by tier. Sierra, Genji, Ryan go down at the top. There is console data here. There is, I think, right? Oh no, there isn't console data on this website. My mistake. And then Asia. All tiers, win rate. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little quick guide. I didn't really get any proper graphs made for the ban rates right now. More so, this video is to kind of open discussion on the context of bans, why people ban heroes. Is it because of actual strength? The answer is honestly no, because people just ban what's annoying. Because realistically, Sombra is not a very strong hero. When you play heroes to their maximum capacity, to their closer to their like full kit potential, that's what happens when you like climb in higher ranks. The value they offer kind of depreciates or goes down a little bit, and people in these ranks maybe like they just ban what's annoying and what's really annoying to deal with rather than, you know, the stuff that's strong at the top, because the players in that ranks are not like pushing the hero to those limitations to the maximum capacity. So it's, you know, kind of the team cohesion goes up, team synergy, focus fire, all those factors apply. I think the bigger takeaway is that if there's a hero that's a pretty consistent pick at every tier with a great win rate at every single tier, that's when we have a hero that's probably too strong. And then same with the opposite, where there's a hero that probably needs buffs in the same capacity if it's a straight line all the way through. So let's take a look, and let me just take a glance here. If someone's green all the way through, there's Domina. Do we need to nerf Domina? Pretty healthy win rate across all things. Personally, it doesn't mean we need a nerf or a buff, but personally, I don't think we need to change her. I think they've nerfed her enough since release. I think release Domina was really strong. I think she's at a pretty healthy spot. So I personally wouldn't do anything here. Diva actually went down by a significant margin after they nerfed the initiator sub role, and they nerfed a bit of the micro missile damage. She actually went down. Does this mean we need a buff Diva? Obviously the answer is no. I know I just mentioned all green or all red means maybe buffs or nerfs, but it also depends on context. Early season, stuff needs to normalize, and people got to figure out what's good or what's not. Do we want to buff Roadhog? Probably not. Who's got like a straight green line? Somebody mentioned Hazard. Yeah, I think Hazard is at that point where He is an absolute menace right now. Green all the way through. It was that initiator sub role and then a bit of recency bias when people played with the initiator sub role. They're like, wait a minute. Like, this hero's actually pretty good. Like, so I think they could probably touch something on Hazard, in my opinion, this graph. They could probably still touch Pharah a little bit ever since they added the base kit stuff to her. I think she's been a real big menace. Same with Reaper. Reaper could probably use a very, very minor nerf, and I think he'd be pretty healthy, but I do think Reaper is really strong. Pharah's really strong. Sojourn all red, 46% GM plus in Americas. I think when we flip to Asia, she actually ends up being at 50%, which is pretty healthy. So meh, don't need to touch her. Illari just had a projectile size nerf, which I think was in the point, going into the right direction. I actually think Illari, maybe we can put her base projectile size back, or her base damage back from 75 to 70 or something along those lines. That might be pretty good. They just rebuffed Freya this patch because she's been underperforming all around. Maybe she'll get bumped up a bit, but she has a pretty low pick rate right now, so like the data isn't as meaningful, I suppose. And then Baptiste, they just buffed Baptiste this patch because they're probably looking at this as well and going like, damn. So at least for me, they buffed the regen burst this patch, but like I think the other supports are just too strong, especially in the medic role. I think the tactician role is what's holding Baptiste back. When you can play Kiriko and have the medic role, when you heal somebody, you self-heal like crazy, you have Suzu and you have a teleport. Baptiste has just his jump and a lamp, but like it's not enough. The great perk of his, the one with give him the dash boots, is on a major now, which really sucks. If they moved that to the minor or added that to base kit, it'd actually be much better. Maybe those are the heroes we take a look at. But anyways, don't want to go on too long. More of a discussion piece with the bans and what you guys think needs buffs, nerfs, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, quick video. That's it. Just wanted to let you know the data is live and should be updated daily. So if you're ever curious on ban rates, go on the official Overwatch website and check that out.